Hello. Right. I have something a little bit risky to say. I don't know how much of this will resonate with you, so take it as you see it. Let yourself hit rock bottom. Let yourself sink into that overwhelm of emotions that have been plaguing you for so long. Let yourself hit that dark side of the soul, the ego state, whatever you want to call it, that moment of breakdown, of overwhelm, of just feeling so upset, lonely, isolated, all of those things, face them. Face them and let it come up to the surface. Release it. So that is a risky thing to suggest, as for me personally, the first couple of times I hit rock bottom was deciding to then take my own life. And that was because at the time I didn't understand the difference of how I was feeling was wanting to end my life in the sense of ending my life in the way that it was. I wasn't happy with my life as it was, with the people, the places, me as a person, all of these sorts of things. I wanted to change them. And I misunderstood the feelings as just ending my life in general. So I'm very fortunate that things did not go to plan in that sense, and I was able to learn from that. And so now, if a challenge comes up, a trauma of something that has that overwhelm, that build of emotion, I sit with it, the dark side of the soul. I face it so that I can ask, what is it that I need to end? What about my life do I want to end in the sense of changing it? Is it my relationship? Is it my home? Is it my work? Is it a thought pattern, how I view myself, something about myself in that sense? Otherwise, it will just keep happening. And I also noticed my sort of lowest point, my breaking point, would happen several months after I'd faced the challenge. So quite often during the chaos, people say, "Oh, you're always so upbeat and positive, like considering all that's happening. You're so strong, you're so resilient. You're always so happy, you're fine." And I think I'm fine too. I have a lot to be grateful for. So I just keep going. Yeah, I keep going, I push through it. So then you can imagine my shock when several months later, I'm living my new chapter, I suddenly break down. I have this huge overwhelm. I'm just crying my eyes out. It suddenly hits me. And this is because I've pushed it down and down, creating like a mountain of emotion until eventually all it takes is one little thing just right on the top to push that avalanche that was already waiting to fall. And then you find yourself in a shocked state of what's going on here. So the funny thing I find about the idea of pushing something down or within you, trying to avoid it and hide from it, hoping it just goes away. If you imagine it is within you and you're just trying to push it somewhere, it will always be within you, just waiting to burst. So that's why I say let yourself hit your lowest point and face it. Feel the overwhelm, lean into it to process it. Have that massive cry, scream, shout, break something, do whatever you need to do to process it. So when you let all of that emotion out and you start to calm down, you're finally able then to ask yourself those questions. Where did this come from? What's going on? What do I need to reflect on? What do I need to change? And the more you do that, the more confident you become in your next decisions. And that means you can move forward. So it's all about releasing it, letting it go. Again, like, it depends. So I always wondered why it seems to hit me several months later. And I realize now I'm so grateful for my body, my psyche, my soul, whatever you want to call it, for knowing when the time was right. So coming back to when people always say, like, at the time of chaos, I'm quite calm, I seem to get on with it fine. It's because at the time, it is not safe to hit rock bottom in that sense, to have that breakdown. You have to keep going, you have to survive. So your body waits and knows when the time is right. So several months later, you've moved on, you've done your new chapter, you've let go of it, you're now in a safe place. And your body will warn you, you'll start to feel those warning signs. And that's what happens when you decide to push it down and ignore it instead. You get a bit confused, a bit, what's going on here? I don't want to think about it. Until eventually, that's when that moment happens of one little thing knocks it out of you. And then that's when you're shocked and overwhelmed, like, oh my gosh, what's going on? So that's why I say you choose it. Embrace that dark side of the soul. Choose to face your rock bottom, because when you choose to do it, you realize you have that power and that every emotion serves you. It's there with a purpose to help you. So work with that part of you so that choosing to face that situation, walk into that space, being in rock bottom yourself, releasing it, leaving what no longer serves you there. So then you're able to get back up, bounce back up. You've got this.